George Natembeya might not be an angel, and maybe he's not the best person to give opinions when we're talking about police brutality and police excesses, because when he was in the forces, he was a bit extra. In as much as he was quite effective, some of us felt that he was going overboard, and I believe so many people were harassed or even lost lives under the hands of George Natembeya when he was the regional commissioner for the Rift Valley. Nevertheless, all the noises that he is receiving, and all the backlash, and all the bashing and everything that's being said about him happened just because he was brave enough to tell the president to stop abductions right on his face. I think that's quite commendable of him, given his background. He was in the forces. Maybe he knows better why or who or how these things are done. But gathering that kind of courage to go on a podium, on the same podium with the president, and tell him on his face that kindly stop the abductions, especially when you're a governor in Kenya, I think that's a new level of courage. So as we go forward, we might hear about corruption cases in Trans Nzoia County related to George Natembeya. When you're a governor in Kenya, you can be pinned because of accusation of just a newspaper in your office, or maybe a cup of tea, or maybe even a bag of coffee or something, just something, or even fuel, your fuel to go to official duties. So when you're a governor, you are you're already guilty of corruption and misappropriation and mismanagement. What else do we call these allegations? I don't know what abuse of office. So as we go forward, I believe George Natembeya will not be treated differently. We will have cases launched against him. DCI, SEC, all these state agencies will be used against George Natembeya as we move forward. So next time you see a big headline about how corrupt George Natembeya is, at least you know where it's coming from. All the same, he can be spared because of the lack of Luhya unity. Because as things stand, Mudavadi and Wetangula have presumably the Luhya kingpins. And Zakayo is never happy with the arrangement because it seems these two people are too hard on him, despite them not having very many votes, as opposed to how Raila has many votes in Western, and given he's from Nyanza and not from Western. And so, Natembeya could be used by Zakayo to neutralize the two, you call them Aki and Ukwa on the internet, to neutralize these two boys, Mudavadi and Wetangula. So in the next arrangement, or maybe in the next bargain, Zakayo might maybe use Natembeya to give Mudavadi and Wetangula a raw deal in argument of you don't have the entire grip of Western. People like Natembeya, people like Raila seemingly have maybe even more votes than yourselves. And so last time I gave you 30%, of which maybe you never deserved. So this time around, I might give you 20 or even less. Yes, so Natembeya could be safe. All the same, Natembeya will be accused of corruption, abuse of office, misappropriation of fund, and it's funny. You will hear very funny stuff like accusation of even pencils, accusation of drugs in Trans Nzoia hospital. You will hear all manner of allegations when the state comes for you. So that's why many governors don't like giving opinions. They are fence sitters. They just sit quiet until it's election time, when they can openly declare the side they are supporting. But when it comes to members of parliament, 100 and something millions that they manage on CDF is not too much, so they are able to run away with it. So that's why you see some of the members criticize openly. But when you're a governor, you don't know where you can be attacked from. Yeah, you can be attacked from anywhere. All the departments that county governments take care of, you can be attacked from any of those. And so governors like Sakaja, governors like all these governors, none of them likes to openly talk bad things about the government, whether you are in government, whether you are from opposition. Yeah? Because next time your employees, your staff purchase something, it can be used against you for impeachment, or maybe for harassment by the government agencies. And so as we go forward, let's hope for the best, but I believe George Natembeya will be treated ruthlessly by the state machinery. Until next time, Jesus.